Hello dear viewer, and welcome to another exciting video in which we will look at the top 10 heaviest people in the world. Number 10, Dona Simpson, 285 kilograms. While the rest of the world counted calories and tried to lose weight, Dona Simpson increased her food intake to a staggering 15,000 calories per day with the goal of becoming the heaviest woman of all. She earned her enormous meals and treats by acting as a supersized and attractive web model, earning over $90,000 a year, a hefty paycheck from admirers who loved watching her eat. At her peak weight, she surpassed 270 kilograms, but most people remember a comparatively modest figure of 241 kilograms, as that was her weight when she became pregnant with her daughter, Jaqueline. She earned the title of the heaviest woman to give birth and abandoned her mission to become the heaviest woman after being abandoned by her fiancé and the father of her child. Number 9, Monica Rile, 318 kilograms. The funnel-feeding model and morbidly obese woman also wanted to become the heaviest woman in the world, just like Dona Simpson. She was ready to spend her days gorging on mountains of food to achieve this lofty goal. At her peak weight, Monica weighed an incredible 318 kilograms but vowed not to stop there. With a belly-busting diet of 10,000 calories a day, the fetish model from Fort Worth, Texas was well on her way to her target weight of 454 kilograms and essentially becoming too heavy to move. Her fiancé spent most of his time satisfying her insatiable appetite with calorie-rich shakes containing generous amounts of powdered milk for a total weight gain of an impressive 3,500 calories. With 20,000 online fans watching, Monica indulged in a very unique way by using a funnel feeder. Number 8, Chama Lovia, 335 kilograms. Weighing 335 kilograms at her highest weight, Chama Lovia is one of the heaviest women on this list. Most people know her from a recently aired episode of the famous weight loss surgeon Dr. Now's show, My 600 Pounds Life. In the episode, this 39-year-old woman narrated her distressing journey of becoming morbidly obese virtually throughout her life. The struggle was never easy for her, as she weighed 45 kilograms at 17 when she finally decided to seek help from Dr. Now last year. She weighed in at his Houston, Texas office, depending on her husband Simon Johnson for virtually everything, a duty he faithfully fulfilled during their 10 years of marriage. Since they met playing games online, appearing on Dr. Now's show seemed like an incredible journey for Chama. She initially lost 18 kilograms, but she recently reported that her progress has plateaued. Number 7, Susan Imo, 363 kilograms. Susan Imo celebrated primarily with surprisingly huge meals that added up to a staggering number of calories per day. It's no surprise that this morbidly obese woman maintained a weight of over 363 kilograms on her scale. She indulged in heavy breakfasts, greasy snacks, and sugary shakes. She also aspired to become the heaviest woman in the world and the biggest bride at the time. She was engaged to Chief Beyoncé Parker Classic. However, her two children did not agree with this mission, which put their mother's life at risk. Understandably, they feared for her health and well-being. Upon hearing her children's concerns, Susan sought professional assistance at a residential weight loss clinic and lost almost half her weight before her big day in 2013. when she incredibly shed from a hefty and beautiful woman weighing 363 kilograms to less than 200 kilograms. A new love came a few years later, and together with her new partner, Nick, they set out to return her to her previous size. Number 6. A lifestyle of binge eating pushed her weight to an impressive 414 kilograms. Her maximum weight was confirmed in a Sky Channel documentary where Berry admitted to devouring 29,000 calories a day and drinking up to 12 liters of soda at once. Recognizing the dark side of her lifestyle and trying to lose weight for health reasons, a series of health problems arose. She lost 127 kilograms after having a gastric balloon placed and reducing her calorie intake to a limited 1,500 calories a day. In a message to her longtime friend and fellow football club supporter known as the Goodnian Man, who ate himself to death, Rile fought against his food addiction for many years. His difficult struggle was briefly captured in a TLC documentary called 900 Pounds Man. The American TV network's crew followed Rick's life with his wife, Jaqueline, during his last 3 years at the time. He was so heavy that he couldn't do anything for himself. He hadn't walked on his own for over 7 years and couldn't speak without gasping for air. He was so obese that he couldn't even consummate his marriage. Perhaps the only thing that was easy for him was insisting on more food, lots of food. Rick urgently needed surgery to save his life, but every doctor he consulted insisted that he lose at least 41 kilograms on his own first because attempting gastric surgery given his condition at the time would be too dangerous. In the end, his years-long marriage came to an end with no one to help him eat and bathe. Rick fell into a deep depression about the state of his life. He passed away in November 2012 at the age of 39, with doctors declaring morbid obesity as the cause of his death. Number 4. Carol Yager, 539 kilograms, as the only woman to reach 540 kilograms, perhaps even 725 kilograms unofficially. Carol was undoubtedly the most severely obese woman in history and the heaviest ever recorded. Her obesity was caused by an eating disorder she developed in childhood after being sexually abused by a close family member. She claimed to find temporary relief in sweets. Life was never easy for her. She sunk into deep depression and suffered many obesity-related health problems throughout her life. At her peak weight, she was practically immobile and entirely dependent on her 14-year-old daughter, Rita, and her son, Stephen Bishop, among other helpers, including friends and nurses. In the last year of her life, Jaqueline lost about 227 kilograms after receiving diuretic medications and following a restricted diet of 1,200 calories while in treatment at the Rile Medical Center. She passed away at home the following year, with renal failure listed as the cause of death and morbid obesity as a contributing factor. It's impossible to sum up Jaqueline's life of over 1,000 kilograms in about 100 words, but including her in this list is a start. Number 3. 10 kilograms. Formerly the heaviest living person and the second heaviest person ever recorded at 610 kilograms at his peak, Charlie was unable to move on his own. He was confined to his bed for just over 3 years, a situation that prompted Saudi King Vidullah to intervene. Sharifa was then transferred from his home in Jajjan in the south to be treated at the King Fahd Medical City. There, He lost an incredible 318 kilograms through a combination of gastric band surgery, vigorous exercise, and a healthy diet. While his weight loss was remarkable, Charlie needed to lose another 99 kilograms to become the biggest loser in history, a record held by the American Richard Simmons, who lost 398 kilograms to earn the title. Some sources claim, however, that Charlie lost 68 kilograms after losing an incredible 543 kilograms, essentially becoming the biggest loser in history. Number 2. Tom dead, 468 kilograms. The Channel 4 documentary star weighed an incredible 468 kilograms. A father of 4 children, he reached this staggering size with a daily diet of 30,000 calories. He gained weight so rapidly that he couldn't do anything on his own. At his peak weight, he had been bedridden for 4 years because his gigantic legs could no longer support his tremendous weight. With no one to care for him, Bruno spent 4 years without bathing. Bruno gained prominence when he qualified for rehabilitation at the Renaissance Hospital in Houston, Texas, where an entire team of firefighters had to help him out of his house and transport him to the hospital. His daily calorie intake was reduced to 1,200, and he finally underwent gastric bypass surgery after reaching a safe weight for the life-saving procedure. Number 1. Shoulder worminess, 635 kilograms. Record books list shoulder worminess as the heaviest man ever recorded, estimated to weigh over 635 kilograms. But his immense size, deteriorating health, and mobility restrictions made weighing him on regular scales so challenging that he never officially claimed the title of the heaviest person. He also holds another interesting distinction for the largest weight difference between a couple. When his bride, Annette, who weighed 50 kilograms, said "I do," despite suffering from obesity since childhood. Weight had never been an issue for him until he was diagnosed with massive generalized edema, a condition doctors determined was difficult to treat. And he kept getting bigger until his dramatic hospitalization due to congestive heart failure, when about a dozen firefighters and doctors had to band together to place him on a modified scale and ferry him to the University of Washington Medical Center. His treatment plan included a strict diet of 1,200 calories a day, which led him to lose up to 408 kilograms, earning him a final distinction for the greatest documented weight loss by an obese man. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment on what you thought of the video. Now, on your screen, there's another very interesting video that you're sure to enjoy.